All right, let's dive into this Trevor Bauer in a Mexico League game the other day. I mean, 19 strikeouts
Yeah,
is
the other
19
night,
strikeouts. I don't care.
yeah, he went 8 2/3, struck out 19, gave up 5 hits and 1 run. He's got like an ERA just over 2 in the Mexican League. Everybody goes, "Oh, Mexican League, like Double A." It's a lot of former major leaguers playing in that league, so it's not. Is it Major League Baseball? No, but is it like? It's not like he's playing A ball. Like he's somewhere in probably a AAA level of baseball right now, dominating. And he dominated overseas. He dominated Mexico. Like he continued, and he's throwing high 90s with his nasty cutter and slider. And I will say, he posts videos all the time of him pitching. He is entertaining.
Yeah.
He's a clown. Like he's a character. And I get why he could rub people the wrong way, but like he's like a 16-year-old boy out there. He's talking to himself. He's celebrating in he's chewing himself out when he misexecutes a pitch. Like he is entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I like when he like walks you through the at bats too sometimes, which he does.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool to see that. But MLB is now kind of fearing that a lawsuit might be coming, i.e. Colin Kaepernick, right?
Yep.
Some sort of situation like that. Obviously, two different scenarios here. These lawsuits has been acquitted or the cases have been dismissed, whatever you want to say. And his hands are scotch free. Like he's clean. He's got clean hands. Yep. So why aren't teams signing him? What are your thoughts on why they aren't signing?
That is the $100 million, $1 billion question. And it's funny. The whole thing started with, I want to say Bill James came out the other day and made a comment that if MLB is not careful, they're going to lose $1 billion lawsuit to this guy who's proving every day why he belongs. And then that prompted reporters to ask Bauer about it. And he was like, I don't really want to do that, but if I had to, I would, because there were claims that had been disproven and I was innocent. I didn't do what it said I was doing. All the evidence was fake. I'm not a monster. And I deserve another shot. My career got taken away from me on bogus charges. And he's right. In the end, this woman tried to blackmail him for money and he got absolutely hosed, and he's got every right to be mad. And MLB has kind of actively told teams, maybe not him. Let's try not to. And at least that's the understanding, is that MLB is actively telling teams not to sign him. And because of that, Bauer's got grounds to come at them. And Bill James and many other people are making the comment of MLB needs to get this guy signed, because if he does sue, they will lose. And there are legal experts weighing in saying, yeah, I would take that case. That'd be a slam dunk win. And it'd be hundreds of millions of dollars, because this guy's career at his prime, at the age of 31 or 32, he got railroaded, and he's lost the opportunity to earn 30, 40 million bucks a season for however many years. And we're going to get paid for that. So this is twisting into a very interesting story where MLB may have to tell somebody, you need to sign him. We got to get this monkey off our back. And let him come in and fail if that's what it comes down to. But like somebody's got to bite the bullet.
Yeah. My argument is this. Before all of those allegations started, Trevor Bauer was already starting to talk his way out of the league. Like his mouth was already starting to get him in trouble a little bit. He was always against the league and what they were doing, and he was very vocal about it. And I nailed my interview, and I'm qualified for the job, but they don't like me on a personal level. They don't have to hire me. And I feel that's what the teams are kind of going on right now. Like, we don't want that personality in our clubhouse. We don't want the circus show that comes with that. Yes, the talent is there. The resume is there. I get it. That go in for a job interview. We can be told that. And it's not like we can turn around and sue. It's just be like, okay, we're not the right fit. Like, I get that professional baseball is way different. I get it. But it's not at the same time.
Well, and this is where it gets really hard, because think of it this way, because it's not that simple. This is personal services over a national, in theory it's a national organization. Let's call it that. So this would be like you go and interview in Raleigh, and they love you, Great, I want him. And then the governor calls and goes, nah, you shouldn't hire this guy. Then you go to Charlotte, interview again. I love this guy, I want to hire him. Governor calls again, nah, he's a jerk, don't hire him. Then you go to Durham and you interview again. I love this guy, I want to hire him. And governor calls and goes, nah, he's a jerk. He's getting shut out of every potential market. So arguably, the case is going to come down to they have unfairly impacted his market, and there's a lost value because of it. So it's not as simple as like the employer doesn't like him. It's basically he's getting blocked by some higher power from getting a job anywhere else. That is assuming MLB is actively discouraging people from signing him. And therefore, as kind of the market maker, they are ruining his value. And that's where this gets really funky. And that's where professional sports and this personal services concept are weird, because he has a market value based on his performance and his history. And if that value is impacted by an outside force, like MLB saying don't sign him, he will win that case every single time. And so if he just wants a big payday, that's a great way to go. But that isn't what he wants. He wants he wants another seat at the table.
Right.
And MLB, I think, is going to have to pull the plug on this whole, anti-Trevor Bauer thing and let him have one. Otherwise, they're going to pay this guy a boatload of money to stand on the outside and keep talking.
Is there proof that MLB has done this?
There's not, but there's also not proof they haven't. And that's the other hard part. Like, you can't prove the negative. So if he were going to sue, which if he does, I hope he does it in the off season. So we've got like a soap opera to follow all winter.
Right.
If he were to sue, this is going to be a long drawn out battle of he said, she said, and what can be proved, what can't be proved. But the fact of the matter is Bauer gets a head start because he got suspended by MLB for his involvement. So his contract goes away, and then his suspension by an arbiter got cut in half. If you remember, they said, no, you overstepped. That was too much. So like right out of the gate, MLB got punched in the face by overreaching on it. And then this whole thing devolved into a bunch of, bad accusations. So in theory, they suspended them too early. They suspended them too harshly. They didn't have all the facts. It doesn't look good for MLB at any step in the process. But I really don't think it'll get to that point, because if MLB is smart, they're going to go find some team and say, hey, you need a pitcher, sign this guy. We got your back. Like if it goes sideways, but because I do think he would still be a good major league pitcher. And there's a lot of teams that could use him, and MLB is going to have to open that door before it gets to the point where it could get.
I mean, we'll get to have Tommy John issues. So we'll get to those, like I said,
there's
later.
So many pitchers hurt.
It's crazy.
That's the other thing too. The other thing working for Bauer is look across MLB. There's 30 top tier starting pitchers that are hurt. Like, he's looking around going, where's my call? How do they not get a call? You're telling me I'm not better than the junk that you've rolled out on some of these teams? Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Interesting to see what happens, if anything comes of it. I mean, this isn't Bauer initiating this conversation either. It was somebody else, and then he just responded to it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But do you think we'll see him this season in the MLB?
I said in the spring I thought somebody would give him a chance, and I thought it would have happened by now. So I don't know. I should we see him this season? Yes, I think we should see him this season. Will we? I don't know. At this point, we're at the end of June with pitchers dropping left and right, and he's had one tryout for the Astros, which apparently just ended in silence. So I don't know. I'd like to believe we will, but I don't know that we will.
Weird.
It is bizarre. And then he goes and strikes out 19 the other night, and he's like, I still got it, guys. Like, still got it.
Yeah. But 8 2/3, what happened to that last third? Just
I know. I meant to go back and like read the rest of the box score to figure out what happened. Like, why did he get pulled with a third of an inning left?
Yeah.